You don't have the answers, DJ.
Do you have the answer?
You don't have the answer.
Tony, do you have the answer?
You don't have the answer.
You don't have the answer either.
You don't have the answer.
Oh no! We suck again!
Oh, doesn't that perfectly encapsulate the Arsenal transfer window that we have known under this manager, Mikel Arteta? You know what? I'm just going to play it again.
Oh no! We suck again!
You know, we haven't done an American Idiots in a while, Dal. Let's just jump right into it. Big up, everybody. Welcome to the show. We got Dal, we got Corey, legends, obviously, my guys. We're gonna get right into it because honestly, I'm just pissed. We haven't done an American Idiot show in a while, and I've been told that I need to do more content as a content creator. Corey's laughing because he knows exactly who's.
I know exactly who he's talking about.
So we're gonna talk transfers. We're gonna talk Miles Lewis-Skelly's new contract, what that means for this club, and then obviously we'll answer any questions from the chat. Make sure you smash the likes. We're gonna do a tight hour. But big up everybody that's already inside. We got Hugo, AFC always. Big up Strasbourg Steve as well. But first, let's go to Corey. Corey, how you doing, bro? You good?
All good, man. Let's go. Happy Friday. The end of the week is near. Weekend's about to start. Literally, just this damn transfer window, man. I swear to God. Like it's starting to brighten up in the last 2 days, but it's still been the same. I'm still waiting for I'm waiting for the needle mover, if you will. I'm waiting for the needle mover, guys. Yeah, all good, man.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Dal, what do you got, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, in-laws were here visiting last week, and so shout out to them. Hope they had a good time, and now we're kind of back to normal. Back to normal. Arsenal looking in the budget bin, so to speak, at the Goodwill that we have here in America. Not I don't know if it's Tesco or whatever you guys got. Poundland. I think our man Acers says Poundland. Arsenal Poundland lately. But that's to be expected. Come on, they've been doing that since about 2006, 2007. So nothing surprising here, but I agree with Corey 1,000%. I'm waiting for the needle mover. I'm waiting for the Brazilian prodigy. Bring me Rodrigo now. What is the fucking holdup? What is the holdup? That's the thing.
Let's just get into it.
Juventus. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. You saw Man City annihilate Juventus yesterday on the highlights. Annihilate them. Silvino, top game. They brought in Rhinelanders, right? He had a good game. They brought Holland off the bench. Mamouche started. Jeremy Doku, I think, had a brace, maybe just one goal. I mean, and these guys are already scoring goals, and we're dicking around with fucking Norgard. We're dicking
Nani Madueke.
because the 6'4" Norwegian, right? The 6'1" Dane. We must correct myself from me and TJ's Warzone stream. And shout out to everybody who came through in the Warzone stream a few days ago.
That was
too.
hilarious.
So anyway, not to divert too much, but the thing is that we're already way below what we need to win this title. Way, way below. Zubamendi is not going to bring us a fucking trophy, guys. We're not getting Gyökeres. I can almost guarantee it now. He's fucking going up north to Liverpool. I'll put a tenner on it. I'll put a tenner on it. That
Who's going to Liverpool?
Gyökeres. They're getting rid of him, bro. All they need is Gyökeres, Frimpong, and fucking Wirtz or whatever his fucking name is. Florian Wirtz, right? Wirtz, Havertz. I get these mixed up.
That's going to be the signing of the. That's going to be the signing of the season. By the way,
yeah, exactly.
That Wirtz signing.
If they can pull off Gyökeres and take him under our nose, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro? It's done if they do that. And I'm sure he's looking that way too. To think we're the only ones in for this guy, give me a break. The window's not even open in Liverpool, already slightly linked to him. So, happy summer.
Yeah, happy summer. You know, and it is just like us to be linked with scrubs like Norgard, Nani Madueke, bringing in Kepa. Like Kepa as a backup is like one of our big marquee signings. Obviously, bargain binning freaking Chelsea again. And I even saw and I posted in the American Waffle group chat. I'm like, if anybody fucking brings up Nico Jackson to Arsenal on a show, you're off the show. You're off the show. You're done,
bro. I'm not entertaining us.
You're
If
done.
I ever hear them two words, if I ever hear the name Nico Jackson also in the same sentence, bro, I'm literally hitting mute on my laptop, bro.
Has there been leaks? I haven't heard this. Is this? There's
been leaks.
Yeah, some guy. What's it called? Some guy put it out today. He was talking about like, like Nico Jackson is like, they're considering him as an option, if you will. And I'm just like, all right, bro, like.
Whenever they say that, it reminds me of this clip.
Producing, perceived, pushing for the deal, scouting the player, weighing up the options.
Weighing up the options. We're weighing up options, guys.
Looking for the right profile, right? Give me a break. The right profile. Is Norgard the right profile? Granit Xhaka with concrete boots on, who's like turns like a fucking aircraft carrier in the middle of the midfield. I mean, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna be holding the back, holding up the back four, keeping Gabriel and Saliba? I mean, give me a break. Give me a fucking break. Norgard, he was good probably 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I probably would have said, maybe, right? Squad depth, maybe. But now we're like looking to replace our literally second best midfielder with this guy. I got to say Declan Rice is my number one midfielder. Odegaard's way down the list, below Zubamendi, by the way. I have no faith at all that we're going to be able to pull this off, you guys. We're not getting the proper names in. And Man City aren't done. Again, they put 5 on Juve the other day, bro. I know one of them was an own goal, but it's just, it was complete domination. There's no way we could play against City right now.
I got a bunch of shit for saying that Man City are my favorites to win the league already. Like they and look, and I'm not writing off Liverpool by any means. Liverpool just don't have a striker yet. Man City are looking like the most complete team. They did what they did last season. They did what they didn't do last season. Which was bolster the midfield, bolster the attack, and they will have Rodri back. And I don't give a shit what anybody says. Everybody's going to be like, oh yeah, Rodri. I've been here. Oh yeah, Rodri, but he's coming off an ACL injury. I would rather have Rodri out there on one fucking foot than Martin Odegaard. Okay, one goddamn leg, Rodri. Put him out there over Martin Odegaard. He is the best player in the world. Like people are talking about this guy like he didn't just win the fucking Ballon d'Or. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I'm telling you, Man City, Mark it down now. And you think Pep Guardiola is going to just be like, oh, no, last season we're just going to have a repeat. No, he's going to want to win every fucking game.
They look.
And he's going to be using his face as a scratching post again.
They're ready to play now. They're ready for the league now, bro. They're ready to compete now. I know it's Juve Club World Cup, but if you go back, and I don't know if you guys saw the game, you go back and watch the highlights. They fucking annihilated Juventus, bro. Like, it wasn't even close. This Yildiz kid is very good. I'll give him that. And he was kind of the spark of the highlights, at least what I saw. But again, Man City just that up, full pitch press or whatever the hell you want to call it. It's too good now because there isn't a Kevin De Bruyne that can't run anymore. They have Rylanders that's pressing up there. They have Phil Foden that was playing in the hole. Phil Foden was dinking the ball around like it was nothing, and he scored a goal. So remember, Phil Foden was playing wide left last season, and now he's more centralized because now they have, they can put Mamouche out there. Mamouche, Holland, and Savinho are going to fucking annihilate these defenses, bro. And Savinho didn't have the best season.
Yep.
And Cherokee, 8 Nori.
Exactly.
AK4 Pete's in the chat. Just
Nori was their fucking fourth attacker, Corey. Nori was their fourth attacker.
Bro, he's looking, bro. Nori is looking like he's looking serious like in his last 2 games, bro. Like he's got like the pass he made for the Doku goal and the the Washington first game, bro. This guy has a cross on him, bro. Like it is.
They're good, bro.
Like, full proper baller, bro. Like
proper.
This is what I said. Like this is what I said about the transfer window, right? I said I feel like that Liverpool had like the best window, but I feel like Man City have had the best window in terms of like value for money. Like when you look at like all the players they brought in and the amount, because Liverpool spent more money than them. But I feel like in terms of like the talent and like what like they needed to address, I feel like they got the best value for. I feel like they got the best value for money, and we're like as it stands right now, bro. We're bottom of the pack right now. Like we're like bottom of out of the three, out of all of us right now, bro. Like if anyone's falling out of the title race next year, it's us, 100%. And like the midfield, and the midfield was like definitely, in my opinion. I said this when I made my video on like the whole Norgard thing. I literally said I feel like the midfield has gotten worse because with Zubamendi coming in, having him, and then because we already know Partey, like he has like the tendency to have like injuries. Okay, he stayed fit last year, but like the season before, he didn't come back. He was basically out until like the last like 10 games. So yeah, when you have Partey as the backup, and then you could have like Zubamendi, like even like the start of next season, you could have like started Partey, you could have eased Zubamendi in. With Partey now leaving, and then you have Norgard coming in as like the backup, or as people want to say, like as like the Jorginho replacement. Like now we're like now we have to pray that Zubamendi comes in and hits the ground running, bro. Because if not, and like his performances like stink out like the first 2 months, we're gonna be looking at Norgard to be playing in that position, or you're gonna be moving Rice back down. You're gonna be putting Marino in the 8. And you asked me about Marino, bro. I literally said that his performances last year were better up front than he was in midfield. Like I feel like if you're gonna play him in midfield, he's a squad player at best. Right. That's how I feel about it, bro. I feel like the midfield has gotten worse. Like I seen the links to Eze. Like that's like that's a player. Right. That's a player that excites me. Like that's a player I'll take. I'll gladly.
That's why he isn't coming. Sorry, keep going.
But literally, like Eze is a player like I would take it because like I feel like we definitely need like creativity like off the left side, and like he could play there. He can also play in centrally, and I feel like Odegaard has needed like someone to like he needs someone like behind him to have him look over his shoulder and be like, oh shit, like I could be sat on the bench next week, because Arteta loves to take him off during games. So like other than like the fact that he has the captain's armband, which I already said that like multiple times I would like rip off of him. Like I feel like he has like if Eze were to sign, come in and cook, like I feel like he would have no reason like not to keep him in the team, bro, other than the fact that he has that captain's armband on. So like I feel like Odegaard needs some competition. I feel like as it stands right now, it's looking like 1 year he's gonna be the Saka backup. And like honestly, I'm fine with because Ethan's a baller. So like whether he's the backup for whether he decides to use the backup for Odegaard or Saka, bro, I'm perfectly fine with that as of like current age, because like he's still growing and all that. Another thing I would love to see Miles like go into midfield. Obviously, we're gonna talk about him signing a new deal. That's another thing like I'm really happy with. But like when I really look at it, bro, like our best signings so far have been contract extensions, bro. Gabriel and Miles Lewis-Skelly. Yeah, it's literally been the best two signings we've made all summer, bro.
And Havertz is coming back too.
Oh my God knows what's in store for him because they've already said that he's gonna play. What's it called? He's gonna play like a major part into next season, whether that's up front or in midfield. Only God knows what. And in my opinion, I feel like it's gonna be both. I feel like he's gonna try to use him in both positions.
Let me ask you seriously, Corey, right now as it stands, with Havertz coming back, and what you said about Waneri being a winger for Saka, he could play left or right, right? He could play left, right? If we needed Waneri on the left, he could play come in for Saka on the right. Do you think in this moment, with that being said, do you think we're going to get a striker?
I feel like we have to, bro. Like I feel like we have to. Like whether it, like obviously I don't want Sesko, but I feel like no way this club is gonna go like another season with Havertz up front, bro, and Jesus who's coming back from a knee injury. Like I feel like there's no way they're gonna like do that. And they've been talking about getting a striker, like even going back to like last summer when they wanted Sesko.
Why haven't they done it, bro? We've got Kepa, Nodegaard, Zubamendi. We've been flirting with Sesko since January, and before we've been flirting with
bro. Before January, bro, we
were linked with him last summer, bro.
Last summer, right, okay.
Bro, we've been in Sesko's DMs for a whole year.
Why, guys? What are we doing? I think the striker priority is down the list again because he's looking at Jesus coming back, and sure shit, he's looking at Havertz to play the false nine. If we get a striker, where does that put Havertz? And you guys know, and I know, and in the chat knows, that has to be in Arteta's head because he has to fit this guy in still. He's going to fit this guy in.
100% agree with you, bro. Havertz is definitely going to be in his head because, like, we know how Arteta is with his signings, bro. Like, especially, and, like, with Havertz specifically, like, it's the biggest one he's made where it's, like, we know you wanted him. Like, this is, like, your guy. Because, like, when we were linked to him, all I seen when like David Ornstein put it out, it was like this is who Arteta wants. Arteta. It didn't seem like Edu was the biggest fan of it, and I'm not surprised when you seen the summer window we had, and then you seen him leave like in the middle of the season this year because he obviously wasn't getting the power that he wanted. Like it seemed like Arteta had majority of it, and I feel like Havertz is probably like one of the biggest indications of that. So I feel like it definitely is going to be in the back of his head, bro, because you paid big money for him. He's the highest earner, so you have to like you can't just have that as like a bench option. Obviously, like we would all sell him if we could, but like realistically, like in terms of next season, he would be on the bench for all of us. He will be on the bench for all of us.
He should be on the bench this season.
100%.
But that's just not good. I think deep in my heart, I think you agree too, TJ. Deep in my heart and my mind, I know that he's going to fit Kai Havertz in that starting 11. If it's the left mid, right mid, if he has to fit him on left wing for fuck's sake because he doesn't want to play Martinelli and Trossard. Right, but we know he's going to beat our number 9. We're not getting a striker. That's why I think we're not getting a striker.
You actually check Kai Havertz's heat map over the season. He played on the right more than he played centrally. Like it's actually insane. So to that end, I wouldn't be surprised to see like if Saka has an injury or we have an injury on the left, you move Saka over to the left and they'll play Havertz on the right in order to shoehorn him in because they have to have Odegaard out there because they refuse to take the armband off of him. He had no problem doing that with Aubameyang. Make that make sense. Right. And he's gonna die on the Havertz sword. I said this before. Everybody's getting all jacked up about this Zubamendi deal. I don't think he starts in the midfield. I don't, because he's gonna have to shoehorn Havertz in. So there's two scenarios. And I think I've said this before, so stop me if I have. If we get a striker, he's gonna put Havertz behind the fucking striker. He's gonna do it. And then you have Zubamendi, who you just brought over from Spain to actually do a job as a 6. You're going to have him on the bench because you're not replacing Declan Rice, who other than Thomas Partey is our best midfielder, best midfield or best defensive midfielder in England, or English midfielder anyway. I'm not going to say in England, but what I will say is you will have these two scenarios because Arteta will not budge on Odegaard or Havertz. So you say we bring in Sesko. Acers was right in the chat. He took the words right out of my mouth. You're going to have Sesko in front and Havertz fucking it up right behind him. Period.
4-4-1-1?
No, dude, it'll be somewhat. What I'm thinking is it'll be 4-4-1-1. Yeah.
Or maybe a 4-4-2 and he just drops behind or whatever, right?
No, it'll be a 4-3-3, but you'll still have Declan Rice playing a box to box role.
Yeah, I completely agree, bro. Like, even if like what's it called? Like, say like what's it called? We say we're talking about how Havertz is gonna have to be shoehorned in some way. Even if like he does like the whole like shoehorning thing and like say it doesn't work and he eventually puts him on the bench, bro. It's like we're gonna be like it's gonna cost us games doing that because like them games that where he's gonna try to shoehorn him in, like say we don't get the results we need in them games, which we probably won't if he's gonna be playing as the main 9. Like it's going to cost us points, and it's going to cost us in the long run again. So even if we do get what we want, and Havertz eventually gets like the bench role, like we're gonna be dropping points like before we get to that point because it's going to be too little, too late. Because literally, like say we're like say we're like 10 games in, and he like does like the whole Havertz experimenting game. Like some games he's going to be playing him up front, or like say he's playing like a front 2. Sometimes some games he's going to be dropping him in midfield. Like we're gonna lose points during them games. Like we're gonna be losing points in them games until he fully drops Havertz like to the bench fully and just uses him as a sub, bro.
True, yeah, and I just agree with you guys. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think if you go 4-3-3, he puts Havertz, Rice, and Odegaard in midfield. You know, then Havertz is like you were saying, he may, you know, and of course, like what I think you're saying, TJ, is that Havertz inverts, Lewis-Skelly inverts to fill the left mid role, right? And Kai Havertz moves more middle behind the striker, if it's Sesko or Goicoechea. Or Jesus.
No, you're right.
That's the thing. Jesus is still in contract. There's been 0 links to Jesus going anywhere since the Napoli links, right, that we had a few months ago.
Jesus won't see the pitch unless there's an injury, I don't think. Or we need him on the wing.
I think that's still. Do you guys still think though that's a deterrent for us to getting a striker? Because he's going to look and say, "Oh, I got Jesus. Oh, I got Moreno too. What do I need a Goicoechea for? What do I need a Sesko for?" Because I think
you are going to see. I think you are going to see the worm turn, as Kenny Ken says, if we don't get a striker. Right. It's so glaringly obvious that we need it that even the top goons out there are going to say, hey, you know, what are we actually doing here? Because we were missing the goals. We were missing goals at key moments, and we really do need that game changer, that finisher that, you know, when the ball is on his foot in the 6-yard box, he's going to put it fucking away. Unlike Kai Havertz against Man United back in December, which I'm still having fucking nightmares over. Like, these are the moments, dude. When he missed against Chelsea, when he missed against Aston Villa, like we have, there's a laundry list of crimes that this guy has committed, but he will never be brought to justice because Arteta believes in him, and he is going to live and die by that signing. Period. He's getting paid 200 bags a week. He's not going to have that on the bench.
He's closer to 300, bro. 200 is too nice, bro. It's closer to these guys making 285 a week. I don't care if people say I'm pocket watching. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, bro. Literally 285 a week, bro. Just to literally miss crucial chances in big games, whether it's
and just be a squad, essentially be a glorified squad player. Sorry, go ahead.
Literally, like whether that's in the League Cup, in vital league games against the City or the Liverpool's next season, like it was a League Cup, FA Cup. Like he literally did that. He literally did all three of those I just listed. He did those all last season, and like he showed no sign of improvement. And this is about to be his 3rd year, bro. Like I don't know. Like there's really nothing else to expect. Like no one can no one can tell me that like Havertz is gonna turn up next season. Like they're posting pictures of this guy in the gym and shit. I was like, well done, bro. Like we're not weightlifters. It's not weightlifters, bro.
What you're supposed to be doing.
That's what I'm saying.
You want credit for something they're supposed to be doing. No, and Corey's 100%. Both of you guys are 100% right. You know, I just feel deep in my heart right now that I think I know what we kind of, you know, brag a bit. Do we? I think we all kind of think what we know, what we think Arteta's thinking, right? And with that being said, they're penny pinching already, and that's the other part of my point. They're already penny pinching. They're looking at Kepa. They're about Odegaard for 11, Kepa for 5. Like the penny pinching's begun. It's not like we're buying these players to enhance a Rodrigo signing. We're not in buying these players to enhance a Saka signing, right?
Yeah.
Or you see what I'm saying? So the money we're already spending on waste because we don't. Let's be honest, we don't need Kepa and we don't need Norgard. What we need is Rodrigo, Zubamendi, and a striker. Those are the 3 players we needed. And we got 1 out of 3. But this Norgard Kepa, to me, again, for following this club going on 27 years, is just to appease the top Gooner fans. Oh, Norgard was fucking brilliant, mate. He came in and made a tackle. Bro, he can't run. And there's a reason why Brentford was so easy to let him go. Thomas Frank isn't there. If Norgard had any sense, he would just follow Thomas Frank to shitty Spurs. I mean, is this guy even going to get the minutes? And again, why aren't we looking at the medical staff as well? Because if we're so scared about injuries and so nervous, which we should be about injuries, we're bringing in again, excuse me, 5th level talent for top tier level football club, essentially, right? It's like Norgard is about the bottom bins as you can get. There's no one in this chat or on this panel, big up you guys, the panel, that would buy this fucker even on FIFA 14. Even if you're playing some old FIFA shit and he was there as a 19, 20-year-old prospect, you still wouldn't buy him. You see what I'm saying?
The one thing I would say, like,
is this a Berta signing or Arteta signing as well?
The one thing I will say, like, I wouldn't say like we don't need them, but like in the sense of like in terms of us getting over the line, like they definitely aren't gonna help us. Like we definitely, like I would say, like going into the summer, like I definitely would have said like we do need like another backup goalkeeper because like it looks like Carl Hein is not gonna get any minutes like in this first team. It looks like they're just trying to put him out on loan and try to get some profit for him.
We can put him on our bench. Why are we paying a loan fee, bro? If we can just put him on our bench, why are we spending $5 million on Kepa, Corey? That's
I don't understand. I don't understand why we don't just play. I mean, you play Tommy Setford in the fucking Carabao Cup. Like these are signings that I don't think we need. And all we're doing, like, this is why I think that Chelsea has like some sort of blackmail, doing some sort of loan sharking shit on Mikel Arteta, because we always give them 5 bags every fucking transfer window, at least. Like, why do we need to go out and get Kepa? That $5 million can be spent somewhere else. And why does it have to be a Spanish goalkeeper? Like, why? Why? Does it really, like, Tommy Setford was fine in his appearance last season. You don't really, like, do we really need Kepa when the most we're going to see out of him, by the way, is starting in the early rounds of the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup and maybe a rubber match in the Champions League if we're out of the league stage already. Like, that's it. That freaking Neto, who, thank God he's not playing for us anymore, but he played 1 match.
It's actually crazy, bro. It's actually crazy. We bought a Bournemouth goalkeeper last year, and now we bought another one this year. Like, oh my god, bro, it's ridiculous. But like, I don't think it's gonna be. But like TJ, exactly for that reason you said, bro. Like, I feel like those are like the reasons why. Like, I feel like the Kepa deal like is not gonna be like that much. Like, obviously, if Riot gets injured, we're in deep fucking shit, bro. Like, we are deep in the
we're in shit even if Ray gets injured, and we're in deep shit if we have Kepa or not.
Nah, exactly, 100%. But I just feel like
it's like I just feel like a goalkeeper's fault if we drop points necessarily.
Yeah, but like I just feel like I do like agree like a keeper was needed. Like, would Kepa have been the one I'd gone for? Probably not. But like since it's like a number 2 and like it's only like $5 million to the side, like I'm just like whatever, bro. Like, you're only gonna play like unless Ray gets injured, you're gonna play like a maximum like 10-15 games a season, like nothing more. Like, what's it called? You're not gonna play nothing more than that. Norgard, like I feel like that's mainly just been brought in as like a Jorginho replacement, bro. But like honestly, like in terms of that, like I wouldn't even like Norgard wasn't on my list, like because like we knew Jorginho was going. Like I wouldn't have gone out and got like a 31-year-old Norgard. I would have gone out and got like probably like a younger midfielder to like go along with that. Like he's not gonna be because like he's gonna be like, well, obviously now he's gonna be second choice because like now we know Partey's leaving as well. But like I honestly just feel like I really just feel like you could have just gone out and got a younger. Like, you could have gone out and got a younger midfielder. Like, you could have just like developed into and like you could have just developed him into like someone you could just made as like the backup for Zubamendi. Like, obviously when Norgard moves on. But bro, honestly, Like it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
well, we could have just signed Thomas Partey to a 2-year extension.
We could have done that as well because that's what I said. That's what I literally said at the start. I literally said the midfield has gotten worse. Like if you had Zubimendi and Partey, that's very good, like number 6 depth.
Yeah.
But like now, like I said at the beginning, you're gonna bank. Now we're banking on Zubimendi coming in, hitting the ground running, bro. Because like you don't have the ability to ease him in now because Norgard's not because Norgard's not at the level to be playing for Arsenal. Like Liverpool wouldn't take him as like a Gravenberch backup. City aren't gonna take. City wouldn't take him as a Rodri backup.
Was he even linked with anybody else? I'm not
No.
I'm not paying I'm not paying as much attention, but like
Bro.
the fact that we're bargain bin hunting at fucking Brentford in their
And-
midfield, no less.
and
When you have Wissa there, you have
Right.
Mbuemo there who we could use.
Right.
Wis is
Right.
someone you
Why
could
are we
literally go
going for
get and
these
play him off
fucking
the left
guys?
side, bro.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
you
thought
could literally go there and
I'm
get
doing
that.
Wissa and Mbeumo,
Like
one
we're
of those
going to
two.
Brentford, we're buying the wrong players, bro.
But again, Wissa and Mbuemo, in my opinion, guys, still does not lift a trophy. It's because no, and I don't want to get into the whole man because it's Arteta thing. We know that's most of it as well. But you're right, TJ. We go to Real Sociedad and we come back with Moreno when we really want Zubimendi, right? So we go to Brentford and we really need Mbuemo or Wissa. I think Mbuemo's much, a little bit better, probably much better, But no, we go get Norgard. It's just it's again, these signings are just trying to appease the fan and of course build squad depth. But at the same time, we're letting go of people like Emerald Smith Rowe now, who's been gone for a while. But it just stinks of of urgency, but like negative urgency, right? If that makes sense. Like they're just looking to fill gaps, just whoever's available. Oh, I want to play for Arsenal. Fuck, sign up Oregon Goon, right? Oh, Coy wants to play. Oh, sign here. And like you're there, and I don't see how we can totally let Party just go for less money than we're buying this Norgard guy. It would cost us less money to renew Party's contract for 2 years, and someone put it in the chat, than it would to even sign Norgard. It just financially makes no sense.
Like that's another thing I'm worried about because we've seen this club take players like that have been on pennies and like ridiculously like put up their wages. Like if I see this Norgard guy making anything above 6 figures, bro, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I swear to God. Because like, bro, he's only making he's on like 40, 50 bags at Brentford, bro. Like in my opinion, the guy should not be touching.
They'll pay him 100. They'll pay him 100K just because he's Scandinavian.
If I see this guy making more than freaking 6 figures, I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. He should not be touching more than 70. He should not be touching more than 60, 70 grand a week. Like simple as.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even buy him for my FIFA team. Is there some questions, TJ? You had starred?
Yeah, I had some questions. He had started.
Hello,
Big up
chat.
Marco.
Hello, everyone in the chat.
Yeah, big up Marco
chat,
for the super chat. He says should have been Nico William. Corey understands. Yeah, of course he does. Of course, but no, we're not that ambitious. Big up AFC always for the chat. He says, TJ, would you say the Cronkies are the bigger problem than Arteta? I do one for giving the Arteta the job with no experience as a manager, and 2 for allowing him to give new contracts for failure. I mean, the new contract. I will say this: the new contracts that he gave for Gabriel and Miles Lewis-Skelly, and we'll get into Miles Lewis-Skelly here in a minute. 100% needed, but I do blame the Cronkies for keeping Arteta in the job for back-to-back second place finishes. Like we've said this before, and I know this is a very American approach, but the Dallas Stars, for instance, just had their coach fired only for getting them to the conference finals for 3 years in a row, and they fired him because he's not getting the job done. The Broncos did that, won the Super Bowl the next year, 10 years ago. I could go on and on and on with examples as to other teams going out there and doing what is required when the team is this close. The team is, and I've said this before, and I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but this team is 3 or 4 bad decisions away from a Premier League title. Like that's all it takes is for the manager to make a bad decision 3 or 4 times in the season, and we drop our heads and we can't recover. We go into a fucking tailspin. 22-23, prime example. We are 8 points clear and he makes wrong decisions against Aston Villa, wrong decisions against Brentford, wrong decisions against Southampton. Everybody remembers the 3-3 draw at home. Good God. Like, these are the things that managers that are title-winning managers, these are mistakes that they don't make. Period. End of story. So if you're going to hold the Kroenke's feet over the fire, hold it over the fire for that. Like, I think the Kroenkes are good owners, but they like Mikel Arteta, don't like admitting when they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they have so much invested in him, just like this fan base. Half this fan base don't want to get rid of Arteta because they don't want to admit he's wrong, that I was wrong. Like,
Yeah, right.
Egal, for instance, he will never say one bad word about Mikel Arteta. He will never do it because then he will have to admit
y'all
that he's
always
wrong.
catch strays, man.
Bro, it's true. What?
Crazy.
Dude,
No, but it's
I've
true
been
though.
on-
No, it
I've
is
been
true.
on
I
his
agree with
channel.
you,
It's
bro.
true. It's true.
No, it is
I followed
true,
him out on his
especially-
own fucking channel.
No,
for doing
literally,
it.
no. Especially because, like, I mean, if we're gonna bring up like a gal takes, like, we might as well like do it now. Because, like, when you look at this
Do it.
season, bro,
Name-
he
names
literally
on bullets.
said, bro, he literally said it. If Liverpool finish above Arsenal this year, like, that's a sackable offense. And then midway through the season, he said, "I'm not gonna let other clubs dictate how I feel about mine." I'm like, come on, bro. Like, get out of here, man. Like, we all know why you bro. We all know why you changed the opinion because Slot's come in and he's just done what Arteta's been struggling to do for the last 2.
Yep.
Like, come on, bro. And he came in and then he did it against him as the main competitor. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm sorry, man. But literally, what's it called? I've been on the guy's channel. I got huge respect for the guy, bro. But I'm just at times I listen, I'm like, brother, you don't do yourself any justice, man. Sometimes you just bro, majority of the time he does it to himself.
Moving the goalposts every time.
No, literally, 100%, bro. The one thing I will say though
100%.
about the top Gunner side is that I do feel like this season, you will definitely if we don't win anything, you will see some cracks. Because I heard that the back in the last season they were saying if Arteta doesn't win it, if Arteta doesn't win a trophy again this year, they're gonna start it seems like it's taken 4 years of actual challenging, bro, for them to actually question the guy. So I even that shocked me. I was like, wow. So it took you guys 4 years. It's gonna take 4 years of potentially finishing second for you guys to realize that he ain't it, bro. Because when Arteta first came in, I was fully why are we getting this guy, bro? This guy has no experience, bro, and we were in the shits. I was like, why is this guy coming in? And then he took us to that title challenging level. At that point, I was like, you know what? Fair play. You proved me wrong on that front because you actually took us to a level I didn't think you were gonna get us nowhere near to. But then the question changed to, okay, can you actually take it over the line now? And then he threw it away with 6 games to go. All you had to do was win your last 6 games, and the title was yours. And then he threw that away too. I was like, okay, yeah, this guy's not it, bro. You should have, because if we're being truly honest, guys, we should have won back-to-back league titles, 22-23 and 23-24. We should have won both of the leagues if we were on point and we did our shit. It's ridiculous, bro. He should have done that, and we've ended up with nothing, bro.
Yeah, but we had one really good night in Madrid, so that overwrites everything. And speaking of really good nights in Madrid,
that night in Madrid does nothing for me unless I got Will running his mouth to me, bro. That's all it does for me. That's it. Literally, that's it, bro. That's the only thing it does for me. Other than that, it does nothing for me, bro. Literally, that's it.
Yeah, the We Beat Real Madrid trophy is just Mikel Arteta, a bronze Mikel Arteta statue with him giving me the finger. AJ Arsenal says, question, please, gents. What on earth do we do when Rice gets injured next season? He'll pick up a knock. He'll pick up a knock because he just gets overplayed, and then Tuchel's going to overplay him. And if it doesn't happen this season, it'll happen next season because after the World Cup, he'll play the shit out of Declan Rice and he'll get injured eventually. And then we're fucked and we're stuck with whoever we're gonna bring in as a backup 6. Oh, we're stuck with Mikel Merino.
We got Mikel Merino.
Yep.
TJ, don't worry. We got Mikel Merino, the guy who's better up front than in midfield when he's a midfielder.
Dude, isn't that crazy that he's better at playing 9? He had some hell of good finishes.
Bro, he had great performances playing in the 9, bro. I literally said it. I was like, you know what? This guy's literally playing as a better 9 than Havertz, bro. It's ridiculous.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. That finish against Leicester and the finish against Real Madrid. I'm like, what the fuck? They should have put this guy on top all season.
I know. That's
Like I
crazy.
literally said it,
But
bro.
no.
I literally said it. I was like heading into next season, bro. I was like, if we get a striker, I would rather have Marino as the backup 9 than Havertz will be, bro. Like honestly.
Yeah,
No,
it's absolutely
I don't
insane.
want any of them near 9. I want us to go to get a striker. But again, that's going to put Havertz at left mid. I just know it, bro. If we get a striker, it's going to be Havertz, Rice, and Odegaard. And I'm just not sure, right? And then Lewis-Skelly will invert. I mean, it's already been found out, right? I know shout out Lewis-Skelly signing a long-term deal and all that, but I thought that was going to happen. But what I'm really worried about is Waneri signing that deal, TJ. Remember, he's got till the June 30th. He's got basically 3 days to sign a contract where he can go wherever he wants. If we lose Waneri, that's going to be massive.
If we lose Waneri after, well,
they
I don't think he's leaving. They gave him 22. He has his own shirt. I don't think he's leaving. I think he's going to sign the deal, but I wouldn't blame him if he left, if that makes sense. Especially like I would be asking for a transfer if I am disrespected again the way that he was disrespected this last season after absolutely balling out with Saka out. Like I don't understand this manager again.
Right.
The fact that he keeps limiting his minutes, and you knew at the end of the season when the league was gone, it didn't fucking matter what we did in the league, and he was still sitting on the bench. You know we did something to piss Mikel Arteta off, and Arteta's trying to prove a point. He's going on there getting fucking microwave minutes against Newcastle.
Ipswich.
Oh no,
Ipswich, bro.
Yeah, it's like you got to be. Are you fucking kidding me? Like the last game of the season against Southampton, you can't fucking play him. Like what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like why do you even keep him on? You're just gonna limit his growth and limit what he can do for the club. And honestly, like he has the potential to be a generational player. Like there were a lot of people, and I'm not there yet, but there was a lot of people that were going overboard and comparing him to Lamine Yamal. What I will say is the potential for him to be a Lamine Yamal type player, or at least from an impact perspective, the potential is there. You just have to give him time. And if you don't give him time, he's gonna want to leave, and it will be a detriment to the team. I'm not getting off this Waneri train, guys. I will never get off the Waneri train.
No way,
the kid is a fucking baller.
Straight
Give
baller,
him
bro.
time.
Like the one thing, bro, the one thing I noticed, like when he was playing last season, is that this guy, like he has that X factor in him. The goal against Man City, the goal he scored against Girona, even game, like what's it called? I know it was what was the game we played in the League Cup? We beat 3-0. It was like the game we brought Saka on for like last 30 minutes, bro.
Crystal Palace?
Oh shit. No, it wasn't Crystal Palace. It was who was it? Was it Brighton?
No, not Brighton.
God, I don't remember. Fuck. How do I not remember this?
Nah, but like it was literally the game. Like he just like straight put it in the top corner, bro. Nobody's business. And I was like, okay, yeah, like we got serious talent. Like he's got like that ability to just like pull a goal out of nowhere. So like when I see that, and I'm like, if you can develop him properly and give him like the minutes he needs, because like the longer this goes on, bro, like with the ability, if he keeps showing like if he keeps putting out these performances, like with the ability he has, like he's gonna force his way into the team at some point. Like because like the only thing that's stopping him from getting into the team right now is like his age and like how young he is, and like with the attacking players we have. Because like he's not gonna drop Odegaard for like an 18-year-old, because like we know he's a 10. Like he's not a right winger. Like that's so like that's the main reason why he waited till Saka got out to start before he started like properly playing him. Like before then, it was just Carabao Cups, League Cup minutes. Like he wasn't getting no minutes in the league. So like I feel like the only thing stopping him right now from like breaking into the 11 is like just how young he is and the fact that he's 18.
Yeah, 2 goals. It was 2 goals against Bolton.
That's what. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck was that? To be fair, Raheem Sterling scored against Bolton. So,
yeah, him and Waneri. That's right.
I
think there is. You guys know this as well, and I know everyone in the chat knows this as well. You as a manager, you can get yourself kind of trapped, right, in certain ways when you have everyone fit, right? Everyone wanting minutes, and I think that can be good and bad. But the thing is I can't imagine. I still can't get over this Norgard signing and not giving Partey the extension. I don't think I'm going to be able to get over this for the rest of the season. be honest, because we hear about, oh, we got to find the right value, the profile, and value this and value that, like you guys said before in the show. And then we, spend 16 million on two players, Kepa and Nogard, that we didn't have to spend. And that's 16 mil we could have put through Sesko, Gyökeres, or Rodrigo. And I'm at the point, I don't think Rodrigo's coming now. I
don't think he was ever coming, but that's just
I don't think so either. But
I feel like with the whole like Rodrigo thing, I feel like that was like a deal that was gonna like take like a while regardless, because like the whole talks about because like the guy's not even sure if he would like wants to leave like Real Madrid or not. And like obviously they got like the whole Club World Cup going on right now, so like,
right, which is not
they're not going to address. I feel like they're not going to address that till the tournament's over, and then after that he'll have the discussions like with Alonso, and then like if he wants to leave, cool. And then you got to negotiate the fee, and like they're talking about like 90 million euros, and like when it's a player costing that much, them deals like you just can't get them, like they're not going to get it done, especially this club, bro. They're not going to get a deal that expensive done that quickly. So I feel like a deal like that is gonna take like I feel that's like more of a deal that's gonna like happen more, like,
and we're gonna haggle and we're gonna haggle
August, bro.
We're gonna haggle and it'll come to the last week, if not the last.
And we'll end up not getting them.
Yeah, and we'll end up not getting him, and we'll go out and bring Sterling back on loan or something dumb like that. Like I'm telling you,
Rashford. I mean, I know we've been linked.
Rashford. Oh God.
Yeah. Garnacho. No, and that's the thing. And it won't surprise me. Though. Here's the thing. What would surprise me if we got Rodrigo, which wouldn't surprise me if it ended up being that donkey's fucking Garnacho or.
Oh.
No, if this club goes anywhere, if that club goes anywhere near that Megan Rapinoe looking motherfucker, bro, I'm going to have a generational crash out on all streets that week.
Dude, the Argentinian Ellen DeGeneres will not come anywhere near my club. I swear to God.
Nowhere near my club, bro. I swear to God. Go Chelsea. Go Chelsea. Go any club not named Arsenal, bro. Stay in the fuck away.
Where's he gonna play? Where's Eze gonna play if we get him? Because you got to start him if he's 60 million, 65
I feel like you could definitely play him on the left. I feel like you could definitely play him on the left because like Martinelli and Trossard ain't pulling up no trees.
Yeah, you could.
I feel like you could, and we need creativity off that side. Like every time we attack, bro, right. Nothing goes off on the left.
And here's the thing: so we get Eze. If we are serious about Eze, serious about him, right now, then Rodrigo's done. There's no way on
it's definitely going to be one of the two. It's definitely no chance it's going to be both. It's definitely going to be one of the two. But for me, honestly, I wouldn't mind either. Like if we get either one of those, bro, like I'll be fine because like I'm a big fan of Eze, bro. Like I think Eze's been I've been a fan of Eze like ever since he signed like from QPR, bro, when he signed for Palace. Like I've like watching this kid. Like I feel like ever since like obviously like he was there like when Zaha was there, but I feel like ever since Zaha left, like he's been like the main man like for Palace, bro. Like I feel like he's like been definitely like the standout player. Like he is like for me, like every time I watch Palace, bro, like Eze is very like clearly like the best player, like by a country mile, bro. And like you see what he did, and like you see what he did in the cup final as well. So like you can see he could turn it for big games.
No, he's a top player, bro. I rate him.
I'll gladly like if we're not gonna get Rodrigo and you tell me Eze was coming instead, like I'll be perfectly fine with that. Like I have no problems with that because I think Eze is a baller, 100%.
Yeah, I don't really have a problem with that either. The only reservation I have is that, again, we're looking at good players. As he's good, he's very good. But Rodrigo is another step up, and I'm just ready for us to commit again, guys, to that other step up. And again, it's nothing to do like Eze's not good enough. That's not what I'm really saying. I'm saying if the opportunity is there, if you're going to spend 65 to 70 mil on, I think it's 60 mil. They wanted 3 installments of 20 mil over time.
68 million. 68 million is
68 million. But then you can get Rodrigo for 90 million. I'm at the point now, after again almost 30 years of following this fucking club, I want the best, you guys. I want the best. Eze's very, very good. Again, it's not that he's not a baller. It's not that I don't rate him. If it's Eze or Rodrigo, and we get a choice of one, we have to go Rodrigo.
100%. I'll 100% take Rodrigo over him, bro.
Right.
And I just checked now, bro. Eze's only 26.
Better. But for Rodrigo, are we getting a player though, Corey and TJ, that's really $20 million better, essentially, right? $30 million better. Is Rodrigo $30 million better than Eze? I'm not so sure, right? Is Rodrigo's going to be limited to what Rodrigo can do, right? Just like every player is. And so I think it'd be great to have Rodrigo, but let's be real. He's not going to hit the ground running if Kai Havertz is his fucking striker. Odegaard's his midfield, right?
Seriously, bro.
And let's put it in perspective. Now, you could play Rodrigo as the striker. You could play a 4-2-3 run with Rodrigo up front, right? There's alternatives to that. But
he's not tall enough, Dal. He's not tall enough.
Yeah. He's too short.
He's not tall enough.
He's too short.
No, he's not tall enough. You're right. No, he is. He's like 5. Well, he's probably like 5'6", 5'7".
I was fucking around. These height merchants fucking talking about us like we're an NBA team.
Yeah, right. But there's something to be said.
CJ, you
for
say
that.
you're joking, but bro, we literally are, bro. Like, look at the height of this fucking team, bro. We literally are NBA team.
I just
like,
can't
bro, we got
stand it.
center, bro. We
That's
literally
easy.
every striker we're linked with.
already.
Look about. No, literally look at it, bro. Havertz is like 6'4". Sesko is fucking 6'5", bro. That guy can literally go play in the NBA. He can literally go play in the NBA, bro. And then you got Gyökeres. I think he's like 6'3". Like, it's ridiculous. Like, we're just like with these tall guys, bro. It's insane. I feel like another thing that's like hindered like the team like as a whole is like ever since that 22-23 season when Arteta changed the style completely, because we were absolutely like I said, like literally like as much as like we did like throw away the league that year. Like I said it, bro. Like the only team that came close to playing like as good as football as we were was Man City and no one else. Like we were absolutely like we were putting teams to the sword and we were like doing it in style, bro. And ever since literally ever since them 8 points got thrown away, he's literally just become like defense first. Like he's always like I feel like he's always been like there's been much more like of Arteta like second guessing himself or like second guessing like how he wants to like approach the game ever since he's thrown away them 8 points. I feel like that's why we've always seen like a much more like defensive style. Like I feel like even like that's been like taken into the transfer window, like because like we're signing like we're signing DMs, center backs, like we're linked with that Mascara guy now as well. Like that's another defender, bro. How many more do we need? There's links with Hato, like there's links with that Hato guy from Ajax.
Yeah, I would take him.
Yeah, I'll take him. I'll literally take him if that means that Miles goes into midfield. Because I feel like Miles going to midfield is like a great addition into the midfield. But right now, as it stands right now, and he plays a midfielder in the youth academy. Like he ain't played left back until this year.
Yeah, no, true. I don't know if I would start Hato, whatever. Is it Hato?
Or whether it's him, California,
it's Hato.
whatever, bro.
It's Hato. Right. Well, so I'm looking at center backs, right? Because we know Saliba's going to go, and we do need a level of quality at center back. And I think, doesn't Hato play the left center back as well, or is he just a left back? I thought we were looking at him as a center back to come on for, Gabriel Saliba if they're tired during a game. We need to make a sub, but we can't drop the quality, right? When you go from Saliba, I think you guys would agree, Saliba to Kiwior, that's a pretty drop in fucking quality,
Pretty big,
right? And I think the Hato guy kind of fills that gap a bit, right? So the drop-off isn't so bad. Because I've seen posts on Instagram now, we're bigging up Calafiori and Hato and Saliba and Gabriel, and there's nowhere to be seen Kiwior in this photograph, right? Even though it is like propaganda bullshit.
They know he's shit.
Right. So if Hato comes in, I think that he is the first center back off the bench in the Premier League. I think, if Saliba needs to come off or Gabriel, Hato's the first one to come on, right? I mean, because before it was Kiwior. And we don't want Ben White to do that. We don't want Calafiori to come on as center back because we don't know what Calafiori looks like as a center back, right?
Who?
Yeah, right.
What?
Calafiori.
I've never fucking heard of him.
Have you heard of Ben White? Never heard of that player before?
Never heard of him either.
So I think the Hato move is good, or Mascara, whatever. I don't know how good Mascara is, but this Hato guy's been bigged up for the last couple seasons, right? As a really, really top talent. So I think why not go for the best?
I'm not against bringing in defenders from Ajax. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not against it.
Right,
because they do good work. They do good work over there. Don't bring in any wingers for over 100 mil. Don't do that. But go out there and get Hato, and maybe he can do the same that Urian Timber did for us. That's all I'm going to say. You're in timber, baby. I'm riding that one until the cows come home.
Solidified
What a
in the
fucking
right
player. What a baller.
Hey, shout out JT, man.
Yeah, what a fucking baller. But guys, I got to wrap up because I got to go look at a house. You know, if there's one thing you know when you get married, it's death, taxes, and paying for shit. So let's go pay for a house is what we're gonna end up doing.
boy.
So, but big up,
Good lord, man.
yeah. But big up Corey, man. Thank you so much for coming on. We'll have
Yeah,
you on
big up,
again,
Corey.
bro. This is
Of course,
fun,
bro.
and obviously
Anytime, man.
you can catch Corey on American Waffle Tuesdays, 1 a.m. UK time. And then obviously Corey AFC, go and subscribe. His link is in the title, people. It's that link. You just click it, you hit subscribe. This kid is he's up next, man. He's absolutely killing it. So
Big up,
go
bro.
and subscribe. Yeah, Corey, you got anything else to plug before we wrap up?
Nah, man, you really said it all. American Waffle Monday. If this club wants to pull its finger out its ass, want to keep working on deals, bro, I'm there. Like, I'll be there with the videos. I literally just put a video up on Ezday today. And I made one yesterday on not California, the fuck. Norgard and Skelly signed a new deal, and this Mascara guy from Valencia, bro. I'm like, I mean, I'll be real, I don't know a damn thing about him, so like,
Yeah,
it is what it is, man. But yeah, big up, bro, every single time. Big up TJ, big up Dal, all the time, man.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Dal, Warzone later?
Yeah, just send the text. Send it to me. We'll speak some Warzone. It's 3:00 here. I'm about done here in a half hour for the day. Got my little lemonade, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Lemonade, Russian-made lemonade, if you know what I mean.
Russian made, yep.
Yeah. Other than that,
Russian aid.
Russian aid, vodka aid. Other than that, big up DJ and Corey, man. Fun times today. Big up the chat. I don't got much else to say, but everyone have a good weekend, and yeah, let's get this fraud out and get a real manager in, and let's see what this club can do.
Yeah,
Sign some fucking players, bro. Seriously.
Sign some fucking players. Exactly.
Yo, next time
we're
we
gonna
do
redirect you.
What's it called? Next
Go
time we
ahead.
do this, it should be July. So what's it called? Like, Zubamendi should be announced everything, because that's all I keep getting told. July, everything, bro.
We'll be back in July then. Hey guys, yeah. Oh, July's only in like 4 days. Fuck.
Yeah, literally.
Where's the time going, guys? We're gonna redirect you over to that freaking screaming merchant Will. He's doing Football Mania right now. Go over there and say, please be quiet, TJ Warren TV Raid. Stop yelling, TJ Warren TV Raid. Until then, guys, we will see you on Tuesday for American Waffle. Later.
You don't know. You're not God. You don't have the answers. You don't have the answers, Connor. You don't have the answers. Let's just say that. You don't have the answers.